Hi guys, this is Bo. We're shooting outside in the wasteland of my backyard because it gets so hot inside that I have to turn on the air conditioner, and which means that it gets super noisy. And so we're shooting outside, and so I've seen a lot of unboxing videos for the Pip-Boy 3000, which is based on the television show, and none of them actually compare it to the previous version that the Wand company released, which is the 2000 Mark V, I think. And as you can see, the size difference is incredible. The Lucy version of the fall TV show is much smaller. It's about maybe even half the size of the 2000. And comparing the two, I mean, one looks like a toy. With this looks like a toy, and the other one looks like a real working thing. And one of the biggest criticism I had about the previous version was that the screen is just a static image of the Vault Boy, while this is animated clearly, and it has electronics built in. And it also comes with a stand specifically made for the this Pip-Boy. This stand here, which is for the 2000, is actually a Bluetooth speaker, which you can also buy from the Wand company. And I actually like this stand here. This stand is actually really useful if you need a Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, but that's an extra cost. I think that must have been like $75 or $100. I don't remember. I know I paid more than retail. So, but yeah. So this actually comes with the stand. It is $200, which is a lot more expensive than the 2000, which is I think $180, $150 maybe, and even that is actually quite expensive as well. Another criticism I had for the 2000 is that there's no radio compartment. The radio doesn't work. They do sell a radio module that you can buy, but they do not manufacture for this particular color scheme. And also I couldn't buy one because it actually sold out because it was I guess more popular than we thought. This does have its own radio. You can access the radio by moving this dial down to the radio option, and you can turn it on using this button here. However, you don't have to use that. If you just want to turn on the radio, you can just press enter here, and it will turn on the radio. Now, the antenna is actually interesting because it's actually based on maybe your hand, because if I move over, it'll pick up the radio station. So it's using my hand as an antenna. As I move away, it turns off. So it's kind of interesting. You can change the radio using the knob here. Let me actually turn off the radio here. Most of you will probably just use this as a clock, so you can turn this to the data and it'll just be a clock. There's two different clocks. There's a horizontal, and then there's a vertical version, which is this. I prefer the horizontal, but it's kind of boring. You're probably just going to leave this on your computer desktop as a clock. I think it's as a function clock, as a $200 clock, it's actually quite good. Other than that, I can wear this, so you can wear it as a real prop. I've seen videos where a man with bearish hand could not wear it, so you do have to be aware that your hands need to be kind of normal size. I've seen where somebody has a very small wrist and they couldn't really wear it, so you can pad it up, or you can take out the padding, I guess. Either way, you can modify it so you can wear it. What else? I'm gonna sit down here. So yeah, so this thing, the screen is very reflective. I guess the only thing I don't really like is that the radio does sound a little tinny, but you can't really blame it because it's a very small speaker. It's like a 2-watt speaker or something. And what else? I mean, I'm glad they had it in. I think it's worth having it in. And then what else? Most of the function isn't really, you can't connect it to your computer, but you can connect it to your computer and then you can update it. So I guess that's one of the cool things is that you can update this to a new software version. And having said that, they can, with season 2 coming up, that they can add more animation, fit into season 2, or even add more function. So right now the flashlight button, which is up here, which I don't love, but you can turn on the flashlight. You can also access the flashlight in menu as well, but that's the flashlight. Maybe they can change that button to the on-off button, or however you want to set it, because right now I don't really love that placement of the button right there. What else? It's the top, this part here is made out of die cast, which I like, but everything else is made out of plastic, and I think the plastic doesn't bother me that much. It does look like it matches with the metal. So having said that, the finish, which is kind of like a weathered look, I don't exactly love it. I wish this was just a brand new Pip-Boy. But I think the reason why they did that is so it can look like the TV show, or to hide some of the imperfection of the plastic, because plastic can look different and unique based on I guess the concentration of the plastic or whatever. What else? So yeah, this gauge here, this gauge here will turn red once your battery gets low. So that's a good indication of when to charge this thing. The battery is actually pretty good. What else? That Geiger counter also is in-house. There is an option to let's see if I can. So there is a rad meter, and when you access it's just it doesn't really work. It just obviously it's gonna ramp up all the way, and once it gets to the 5 or 8, this is gonna turn red. Although, hang on a second, I think it depends on, whoops, did not mean that. Let's try that again. Oops. Alright, rad meter. Alright, see how that turns red. So, yeah, I really like the thought and care that, oh, also, I'm gonna change him up to look happy. I do like that they put a lot of care in kind of designing the software for this, and not only is it a great looking Pip-Boy, but it's also the software matches it. And I think based on the fact that there's a lot of electronics that's in here, it looks like it's running some kind of like a Raspberry Pi or some kind of like a small computer, because it has a RAM and it has a GPU that it's actually it may be running Linux or something, but I think that's amazing that they're able to have a custom software specifically built for the Pip-Boy. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of electronics in this little thing, and as I mentioned earlier, it is very small. So to cram all the electronics in there, especially with the radio and the speakers, I think it's actually well done, because it's a well designed. I mean, I think it is a little too pricey. It is, and so here's the funny story about this whole thing, is when they first announced it for pre-order, I obviously am a big Fallout fan, so I pre-ordered it, and during this long process, they after 3 or 4 months, I realized they weren't gonna ship this out. In fact, it took them a year to ship this out, and I was in the process of moving houses, so I was going to move 1,600 miles, and I did not want it to ship to my old address, so I kind of sadly had to cancel my pre-order. Anyway, once I'm settled in the new house, I was able to look it up again and then buy it. And this time they had it in stock, so they shipped it to me within a week, I say. But that is a better experience than to place an order and not get it shipped to you for like 7 or 8 months. There was couple batches. The first batch came out in December, I think, right before Christmas. It's for those who did super early pre-order, and then the second batch came out in March, I think. And I think I might have got this in the later in March, because they had it at GameStop, which is where I ordered this from. Bethesda, I think, still has it in stock. So these units are not moving, and I think it's because the price tag for $200 for a toy, I think, is a little too much to be asking in this economy, I guess. And I mean, it's just a very expensive toy at the end of the day. I really love it, but that is speaking from somebody who loves Fallout and has a pretty large Fallout collection. This is definitely one of my centerpiece to be displayed. Don't get me wrong, this version is actually pretty cool too. I love it for a time, but now it's been replaced with the Lucy model. Yeah, I can't wait for season 2. I think season 1, they did such a great job on that series. They could have just ended there and I would be pretty happy, but season 2 coming up, I don't know. I hope it is good. It is taking place in New Vegas, which is one of my favorite games, so they cannot screw New Vegas up. If they do, I don't know. I hope they don't, because it's the same team that did the first season, and clearly whoever did the first season are fans of the game. There's a lot of Easter egg in there that only fans will get, and so yeah, in New Vegas, I feel that approach is gonna work, because they probably love that game too, and they don't want it to fail. So hopefully they'll come out. But yeah, so I can't wait for season 2. Amazon actually already renewed it for season 3, so I hope to see more of that Fallout universe. Maybe even some new character, maybe some Deathclaw, some really exciting stuff from that universe that I'm very excited about. But yeah, so hopefully you like this tiny little review. If you haven't gotten one, and if you're a Fallout fan, I say go ahead and get it. If you're just a casual fan, I don't know if whatever I say will actually get you to interested in purchasing this. Like I said, it is currently in stock, so I don't know if there's a lot of units that's being sold. Strangely, Amazon sold out of their stock, so a lot of people must be buying it through Amazon, or Amazon hasn't gotten a restock or anything like that. But yeah, So that is my little review for the Pip-Boy 3000 Mark V.